tend to your duties, and I'll tend to mine.
You tend to your duties, I'll tend to mine.
Haversham, have my guests arrived?
Well, I think they're all here, but the boat's at the dock.
Not one of them will fail to show up, I guarantee it.
But you don't know them.
Well, that's gonna make this weekend such fun. You mustn't say I don't know them. I know them quite well.
Well, Miss Barrow said you were all going to be strangers to one another.
In one sense, that is correct. In another sense, that is erroneous. Oh, Haversham, I wish you wouldn't sniffle.
Oh,
It's distracting.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And at dinner, please, don't wipe your nose on your apron.
Oh, ma'am.
And what's the matter with your uniform?
Well, now, how do you mean, Miss Maple?
Well, it looks large enough for half a dozen people. Can't you take it in?
Oh, I wouldn't do no good. Whatever I put on, it don't look like a potato sack.
Oh, well, perhaps if you don't sniffle, no one will notice the uniform.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, where is Rita?
I'm right here, Miss Maple.
Oh, you startled me. You do have a habit of creeping up on one.
Like poison ivy.
Haversham, you're forgetting yourself.
Sorry, ma'am.
Rita, where is my guest list? I seem to have misplaced it.
It's on the desk, Miss Maple.
Oh, it's the most logical place. No wonder I didn't think of it. Haversham, hey, you're certain you'll be able to handle the kitchen?
Oh, won't be any problem at all, not once the cook and the helper come over from San Francisco.
They said to send her over later on this evening. It's the best they can do.
Well, we'll manage. The list, Rita.
Here it is.
Oh, God.
So, you said that they were all your friends, but you don't know them.
I know that, but I already told you I know them quite well.
I don't understand, Miss Maple.
Understand what?
Well, if you don't know them, how can, what is going to help you? What is it?
I mean, I know them by their writings.
I don't expect Haversham reads a great deal.
Oh, surely you've read a mystery or two.
Can't say that I have. I prefer gothic romance, doctors falling in love with nurses, and occasionally a horror comic if the cover is gory enough.
Merciful heavens!
Ladies, please. I insist on decorum at all times.
Oh, of course. Yes, ma'am.
Each of the guests is a famous mystery writer. He or she is not coming as him or her self, as the case may be. He or she will arrive as his or her creation.
Creation?
I don't think she understands.
I'm trying.
Each of the guests will spend the weekend as his or her alter ego. They will appear as the detective hero or heroine of their books. They will not use their real names or personalities. They're coming from all over the country. Jolly fun.
Yes, ma'am.
I do suspect they know of my little project. Few mystery writers don't, despite all the secrecy.
Project?
Oh, it's no concern of yours.
No, ma'am.
Just see that the biscuits are warm and the sherry is at room temperature. The list, let's see. We have Louis Van, the famous Oriental detective. Father White, he uses the psychological approach. Peter Flimsy, he's very much in the Sherlock Holmes school.
Oh, he's a student?
Oh, Haversham, you're quite hopeless.
Oh, I expect I am.
Run down to the beach and guide them up.
Oh, yes, now, I wish that cook and that helper would get here.
Do you think Haversham is really suited for this work?
Well, I promised the parole people I would give her a home. everything I say. You're sounding like a minor bird. The truth is simple enough. She's on a work release program.
Program? I'm sorry.
Yes, you should be. If she works out well, her sentence is reduced, and she'll be put on permanent parole. Much will depend on my report.
What was her crime?
Well, I don't recall exactly. Some unpleasantness with a hatchet, I believe. Compose yourself, Rita. There'll be quite enough melodrama when my guests arrive. Oh, Felicia. Chandler Marlowe. Now there's a man to reckon with. Seedy and down and out, but intelligent in a brutish sort of way. A true male chauvinist.
I wish I'd known about Haversham before I took this work. She doesn't like me, you know.
And Rick and Laura Carlisle. What a witty couple. So sophisticated, so urbane. I'll enjoy their company.
Unpleasant with a hatchet. That could be almost anything. If this storm is as bad as the one we had last week, we were cut off for 2 days.
Oh, we're well stocked with foodstuffs. No worry.
Haversham. I recall the name. It was a famous case.
Oh, I must say I had second thoughts about inviting Hayes, Charity Hayes. Bit too much like James Bond for my taste. Still, she is a superb bridge player. All in all, a delightful menage.
Come along, she's waiting. Lucky God, you're before the storm.
Oh, they've arrived. Excellent.
Ah, you must be Miss Maple. Delighted, delighted.
I'm not Miss Maple. Yes, she is.
I am Miss Maple.
Well, of course, I would know you anywhere. Delighted.
And you must be Father White.
How could you tell?
Hardly a guess. You're clerical caller.
No. First rule of psychological detection. Disregard the obvious. Concentrate on the possible. Why, I might be Louis Fan in disguise.
Oh, touche. You're a master. Oh, my social secretary and companion, Miss Barrows.
How do you do?
Welcome to Turkey Island.
Turkey Island. There was only one other island in history called Turkey. Yes, a battle was fought there in the 4th century BC. Aegean Sea, yes. It was the Maltese versus somebody, I don't remember.
I don't think there's any connection. This island used to be a turkey farm.
Oh,
Please be seated. Sherry and warm biscuits shortly.
thank
Oh, I wonder who this could be.
Take a look at this thin nose, these gray eyes, this jaw stone. It ain't Cherry Hay.
No, it ain't. You're a wonder, Mr. Marlowe.
I know.
Oh, your dialogue is infectious.
I know.
Oh, and this is my companion, Miss Barrows.
I'm glad you're here, Chandler. Welcome to Turkey Island.
How do, sister?
Please be seated. Sherry and warm biscuits shortly.
Sherry and warm biscuits.
Oh, unmistakably Mr. Fan.
First rule of party Stuhr: detection. Disregard the obvious. I might be.
Spit it out.
Yeah.
Somebody little. My social secretary and companion.
Oh, no need. I overheard on the balcony. Welcome to Turkey Island. Unusual portrait.
Oh, how good of you to accept my invitation. I'd know you anywhere, Mr. and Mrs. Carlisle.
Not necessarily. They could be the cook and the helper.
We're gonna have such a good time. Oh, and you brought your little dog.
Well, we couldn't take along our real Bow Wow.
Oh, he gets seasick, you know. I didn't know.
I said to Laura, who's gonna know it's Rick and Laura if we don't have our pooch Napoleon?
Almost anyone.
Do make yourself comfortable. Thank you.
Sherry and warm biscuits for you.
Welcome, welcome, Mr. Flimsy. Delighted to have you on Turkey Island.
I could hardly resist a weekend in the establishment with a name like Ravenswood Manor. It conjures up pictures of the English moors. Dark, brooding, mysterious.
Ooh, you talk the way you write. Splendid. Oh, my spinal fluid is turned to frost.
He's a continental gentleman, Laura.
Oh, one of a vanishing breed, Rick.
Yeah, it don't look sanitary to me, slobbering all over a dame's knuckles.
I detected furious charm of Chandler Marlowe.
Hey, hard to hear, Flimsy.
Well, are everybody all here now?
Oh, I believe so.
No, Miss Maple, there's one more.
One more.
Charity Hayes.
Oh, how silly of me. I forgot. Don't keep us waiting, Miss Hayes. Come in, Charity.
Charity Hayes is some woman. Oh, boy. Come on in, baby.
I don't think my sniffles is getting any better, Miss Maple. Come down with something.
Where is Charity Hayes?
The other lady on the boat.
Well, in this room was it.
She wasn't with us on the boat, so we thought she had come earlier.
Maybe she'll come on the next boat. I have never had an invitation of mine ignored. Oh, this is so distressing. Oh, and there's a storm coming and blowing up. Oh, Haversham, would you go get the refreshments?
Yes, ma'am.
I wonder who does her dresses.
I thought we'd all snack until dinner time on blue cheese fondue.
I'll see that everything's prepared upstairs.
Thank you, Rita.
Interesting woman, that Miss Barrow. Has she been with you long?
Barely a month, why do you ask?
When the moment is ripe, I shall harvest my deduction.
There's no need to be so mysterious, Mr. Chan. A fan, that is.
You gonna sit around here chewing the fat?
Either that or blue cheese fondue.
Let's chew the fat.
Please, dear guest, we mustn't get off the subject. There are ground rules, but I'm so concerned about the storm. Oh dear, there is absolutely nothing to worry about.
What's that?
Miss Mabel! Haversham, get a hold of yourself.
She's hysterical.
She got a problem, or is she advertising pancake syrup?
I don't see anything amusing about her condition. Haversham, take a deep breath. And another. Now tell us, what happened? Why did you scream like that?
Well, it's the only way I know how to scream.
Okay, I mean, what frightened you?
Oh, he saw a face in the window.
A face in the window.
A man's face.
Can you describe him?
Oh, I don't think
am recognized for an outstanding hostess. You should know I have a reputation for amusing weekend parties. Yes. I have a fine imagination for all that is bizarre and unique.
The same was said of Sherlock Holmes.
Then I'm in first-rate company.
You couldn't tell us from our literary counterparts?
Well, you've all done well so far. No, I think what we need to do is think about this. I insist that you keep up the little game at all times. I forbid you to use your real names. I'll be watching and listening. And if the weekend turns out the way I trust it will, you will all receive wonderful news. And the news will benefit you financially. I trust you're all willing to play along.
Sounds like fun. Sure.
I'm with you, sister, all the way.
Oh, Chandler, you're a rare customer.
Well, I like to think of myself as well done.
Turkey, you cannot be serious.
No, Rick is always serious when he hears that word, financially.
Money, like sweet-smelling flowers, attracts the bumblebees.
You calling us bumblebees?
If the shoe fits.
Bumblebees don't wear shoes.
Ah, figurative speech, Chandler. Dreadful syntax, but colorful. Typical of the amusing Louis Fan. I mean, Fan, that's right. Yes.
Right. May I ask you all something?
Hey, be my guest, sister.
Why are we all talking like this? Miss Mabel is gone. She is out of the room.
How do you mean?
We can just relax, be ourselves, act normal.
I am talking normally. This is the way I always talk.
Right.
I wear this collar, but this is the way I usually talk too.
A man who loses identity seldom finds himself.
Whatever that means.
Laura and me aren't any different here than we are at home in our fashionable East Side Manhattan apartment. Right, Napoleon?
Miss Mabel is a most enterprising woman. She is also, as the vulgarism goes, filthy rich. If she wants another scalp in her famous parties list, no volunteer mine. I'll enjoy humoring her.
Most generous.
Who are you kidding, Flimsy? The way I see it, we're not here to just see Miss Mabel. We are here because she is opening up a series of bookstores.
Bookstore?
Yeah, detective bookstore.
Detective store?
Yeah, you didn't know about that, did you? No, you didn't. And we're all here for the same reason, and it ain't to taste blue cheese fondue.
Forget the fondue.
That'll be tough.
In other words, you believe we're all here to win Miss Maple's favor.
Thus ensuring our detective novels a place on the shelves, as it were.
Well, that's the name of the game.
Well, what of it? I don't imagine Charity Hayes' books are going to be on Miss Mabel's bookshelves. Business is business, and if she wants to play this game with us, before she sends the order in, I say, why not?
Bravo!
Well, I imagine you're glad about all of this. Your books haven't sold in months, if not years.
If you weren't a man of the cloth, I'd have a real few choice words for you.
Man, these fans' novels aren't doing much better. Even the Nostalgia Book Club turned it down.
Beware the dragon's teeth.
Hey, Louis, the only thing dragging about you are your book sales.
This is no way to start the weekend. This should be a light and happy occasion. How about some music?
Oh, good idea. I'll get something, but you know, there's a lot of static with this storm. I don't know.
We interrupt this program of light chamber music to bring you a special bulletin. A dangerous murder has escaped from the Marin County Institute for the Criminally Insane, known only as the killer of 40 faces, the prisoner seized a rowboat at dawn and was last seen heading into a fog bank on the approach to Turkey Island. Now back to our Mozart concerto.
Can that really be true?
What about the mysterious face the maid saw at the window?
40 faces. There's a master of disguise.
Sherry and more biscuits.
My congratulations, Miss Maple.
Well, what are you talking about?
The classic touch. Well, I used it several times in my novels.
An isolated house on a lonely island, and then a radio or television flash,
Of course.
mad killer on the prowl.
Oh, you're too clever for me, but I did think it was amusing.
Wonderful.
Too kind, too kind. It's not easy to fool detective writers. Haversham, serve the sherry.
Let's hear it again.
Yes, yes, it was most amusing.
Okay. Here goes.
I accuse,
Oh dear, that's not it.
I accuse.
Hey, come on, get it like you had it last time.
Step back from the council.
Oh, I don't understand.
Edgar Marlowe? Edgar Marlowe, I accuse you of a foul crime.
Foul
You cannot
crime?
escape your past.
It's a gang, that's all.
Louis Van, remember that night in Shanghai? I accuse you of treachery.
Have never visited illustrious city of Shanghai.
Rich and Laura Carlyle, what does the name Tulip mean to you?
Tulip.
I accuse you of unforgivable deceit.
Tulip.
I think I recognize that voice.
Otherwise, why are you really here at Ravenwood Manor?
What? I was invited.
I accuse you of sinister motive and shaming your colleagues.
It would seem you've all been up to some mischief.
Peter Flimsy, what actually happened on the cricket field at Eton?
Ethan, I haven't been there in years.
I accuse you of dishonor.
Shall I set out these biscuits?
Hold your tongue. Or you're trying to be funny.
I accuse you of murder.
Murder? Well, I don't know anything about murder. Don't look at me. I'm not Charity Hayes.
You have heard the accusation. You cannot escape. You will be punished.
No, it's a gang, that's all.
Miss Maple,
Yes.
what is the real secret of Ravenwood Manor?
Is that all?
That is all.
I can't get anything. It's all static now.
You've obviously outdone yourself, Miss Maple.
Very original.
Yes. The theatrical perspective, a little bit over the top, but I've used that technique in my best-selling novel, Crisis at Coffin Corner.
Murder at the Masquerade.
Respectful submit my title, serialized in popular magazines. Crime is puzzlement.
Well, don't forget I used the gimmick in a book called Murder Mops Up.
Lauren and I employed the accusing record boy in our clever and sophisticated Manhattan murder.
I think I just want to go back to my room now.
Sounds sensible. Could do with a slap of aftershave.
Hey, point the way, sister.
Are you speaking to me?
Yes.
Oh, of course you are. I forgot our little charade. Oh, let's see. I put names on each of your doors. Just go up the hallway, and you'll each find your own door.
Most delightful interlude. portrait. Honorable ancestor?
Yeah, he's my father.
His name?
His name, Mr. Maple, duh.
Most compelling face, your father. Please to be excused.
What about these biscuits? They're going to get stale.
Who put that last tape in the radio?
I thought you did.
Don't be foolish, my tape was the first one.
Your guest was scared. They were, Miss Maple.
Oh, you noticed it too.
They were trying to hide it, but I know a room full of scared pigeons when I see them.
Oh, we're in for a bad time with the storm, I'm afraid.
The lights might go.
Why isn't Rita here when I need her?
I'm right here, Miss Maple.
Rita, why didn't you tell me about this other tape?
The one that you put in the recorder?
No, the one accusing my guests of dark crimes.
I don't know anything about that one, Miss Maple.
Rita, why do you so often carry that hat box? What's in the hat box? Nothing? Then why do you carry it?
I better go check on the supplies at the motor boat dock.
She's acting strangely.
A weird customer, Miss Maple. I'll bet she put that other tape on the machine. I'd keep an eye on her if I was you, Miss Maple.
Well, you're not me. Come along to the kitchen. I want to check on the fondue.
Someone say something about biscuits and sherry? Anyone about?
I didn't know you were downstairs, Mr. Carlisle. I thought you were with the others.
Oh, I just came down a moment ago. What's in the hat box?
Never mind about the hat box.
Sir.
Wait. I've been poisoned. I'm dying. I'm dying. Dying.
What's happening? What's happening?
Sounded like someone was in pain.
It did sound like Rick.
Maybe he got us a fondue.
Most curious.
What is?
One biscuit missing, and one glass of sherry gone.
What of it?
We heard a scream.
All the way into the kitchen.
What? About what?
Missing glass with cherry and absent biscuit.
Who's he?
It's Louis Pan, a well-known Oriental detective.
Oh, not him. Him.
Oh my God, it's... Oh, don't look, Mrs. Carlisle.
Whatever you think is best, I won't look.
Is he dead?
God, he's dead.
How dead?
How dead can we get?
The voice on the radio. It said we'd be punished.
Well, now what? Gosh. Oh,
Broken.
I think I understand. Most classic. As each of us is punished, the green will fall from the mantle. 9 in this room, 9 figurines on the mantle.
3.
Explain, please.
There's only 3 figurines on the mantle, not 9.
Only 3? Let's readjust deduction.
Hey, never mind about that. This is serious. We've got a dead man here.
This isn't turning out the way I planned. Chandler, what does it all mean?
Me? It means murder, Miss Maple.
Murder!
Murder on Turkey Island. Hey, Flimsy! Flimsy!
Chandler, you shouldn't be wandering around in this weather like that. You're going to catch something.
The only thing I want to catch is the killer.
You're sure the poor fellow is dead?
The killer? Hey! Flimsy and me stretched him out in the wine cellar. He's still there. The dead don't walk.
I fear Miss Maple's little charade is taking a nasty turn.
Hey, Father, never saw a murder that wasn't nasty. Nasty murder's my business.
Yes, but you're used to crime in the streets, eh?
Yeah, the streets are my beat. Nancy dumps like Ravenswood Banner. A little bit rich for my blood.
Am I intruding?
No, my dear, please
Oh, Father, sit down. Don't get up.
Hey, if you get any sleep,
Oh, the minute my head hit that pillow, I was out.
yeah, grief does that.
Chandler, you're just all wet.
Well, the dock's almost gone. The storm's torn up the piling. If the cook and the helper get here, my name ain't Chandler Marlowe.
Your name isn't Chandler Marlowe. Please.
You're a stickler for details, Padre.
I suppose you're wondering why I took Rick's demise so lightly.
Well, you ain't exactly used up a box of Kleenex with a watermark.
Well, the truth of the matter is that Rick and I have been estranged for several months. Would you like to hear about it?
That's really horrible. Domestic troubles are quite beyond my comprehension. Man of the cloth and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, personal things should be left personal. I ought to know. I looked through enough keyholes.
Well, if you both insist. He was interested in another woman. Or perhaps more correctly, another woman was interested in him.
Yeah, dames will get you every time.
Did you know the creature?
Rick or the other woman?
The other woman.
Well, in a way, I had a private investigator investigating her.
What kind of a person was she?
Well, she was fascinating, but she was unscrupulous. But her name was Mabel Dupree.
But what is it now?
What are you talking about?
You said her name was Mabel Dupree. What does her name call herself now?
That is a stupid question.
Let's get a stupid answer.
A leopard doesn't change its spots. I suppose her name is still Mabel Dupree.
Well, what did the private investigator come up with?
Well, almost nothing. She moves around, never stays in one place very long. But they found out one thing of real interest.
Oh?
She has a violent temper.
Sounds like my kind of woman.
I can well understand the attraction. Mabel Dupree, the flame. Rick Carlisle, the moth.
Yeah, only he got burned. Bad.
Classic tragedy.
But I loved that man of mine, and he would be right by my side if it wasn't for that vampire.
Speaking of vampires, Miss Mabel has an extraordinary collection of fine Victorian novels. Some of them are quite ghoulish.
Not my kind of stuff. I cover the pavement.
Do you think that you might be mixed up in your husband's death?
Miss Mabel?
Yes.
Oh, a woman like that is capable of anything.
You're
Miss
sure?
Dupree.
Sure you've never crossed her path?
I have never set eyes on her. However, I did hear her voice.
When?
Where?
Well, in our contemporary Manhattan apartment about 2 weeks ago, before we even entered Turkey Island. The phone rang, I answered. The operator said, a collect call for Rick Carlisle from Mabel Dupree. Then I heard her voice.
What'd she say?
Hello.
Well, what did you say?
If you know what's good for you, you will never call my husband again. Or else.
Or else what?
I'd rather not say.
Oh, this is also distressing. Fun and games are one thing, but murder is quite another.
Amen, sister. Murder ain't no parlor game.
Oh, Chandler.
You're all wet.
Well, I've been outside.
Obviously. What am I going to do?
There's no telephone anywhere in the house?
None, no wireless, nor citizen band radio either.
And it's cinch, no boat's gonna get here until morning.
Well, what about poor Rick?
Well, he ain't going nowhere. I thought you were going to give me a hand outside, Flimsy. For all we know, the murderer could be outside prowling around looking for another target.
You mean he may strike again?
Yes.
Chandler, you're
Don't say it, or I'll give you a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, your sort would resort to brute force.
Yeah. It's been the secret of my success.
If brute force were all that is needed, tiger would not fear scorpion.
Oh, come on, Louie. There you go talking about bugs again.
Mr. Moto, have you discovered something that may shed light on this terrible affair at Ravenswood Manor?
Fan.
What?
His name is Fan. You said Moto.
Did I? How peculiar.
Please to enter, please to enter.
You have discovered something.
Please be seated, Miss Mabel. Will presently name murderer of one semi-famous Rick Carlisle.
But who?
How do you know that?
Patience. All will be revealed.
I have a strong feeling, Mr. Wong, that the murderer's name will begin with the letter M.
Fan!
What?
His name is Fan. You called him Wong?
I didn't say he was wrong. I said the murderer's name would begin
Hope the suspense will last, though.
The guy we need here is Farrell Link.
Who?
Top police detective in the Frisco force.
Well, I'm not unfamiliar with his name. However, he doesn't write detective fiction, so he wasn't on my list of invitees.
What's all this business about the letter M?
Oh, the deceased was mixed up with another dame.
Maple Dupree.
No, nothing of the letter M.
Comes right after L.
Why should this Dupree woman poison Mr. Carlyle?
Because I know her sort. She's quick-tempered, she's unpredictable. A woman like that will stop at nothing.
What's her motive?
Obvious. Rick referred me over her and told her so, so Mabel vowed vengeance.
Proof?
No proof, it's a woman's intuition.
Intuition ain't no substitute for logic.
Must get Choo-Choo back on track. The clue is in the recording. Killer knew each one of us
But if you mean
intimately.
if you mean the accusations, well, I have no idea what the fellow was talking about. Again, I'm here only because I was invited.
Killer hates detective mystery writers. Shall now name murderer. You. And you.
Miss Mabel's father?
Correction, please. That is portrait of famed historian Ludwig Flush.
Well, but why should Ludwig Flush want to do us harm?
Early in his career, Ludwig Flush published detective novels under a pen name of Antonia Cella. Failed miserably, turned psychotic, and devoted life writing ancient history.
You mean his sense of frustration was so fierce, he would punish all the detectives, writers who were successful?
You know, I've heard of weirder customers.
But where is he now?
In house.
What?
Yeah, Ravenswood?
I know, he must have been the face in the window.
Could be.
Not possible.
Why not?
Ludwig Flush confined to wheelchair due to advanced age.
Oh, a nice theory, but it won't hold water.
Yeah, like this coat I'm wearing. Damn lunch counter rag.
Have proof. Yes, go get it.
What kind of proof, I wonder?
I'm afraid Mr. Wong gets carried away. He does that in his writings, too. Never could make any sense out of his nonsense. And finds more clarity in our fortune cookie.
Behold, incriminating evidence.
I don't see what a wheelchair proves.
Yeah, maybe this will help. What's written here?
Well, what's it say, kid?
Returning to the United States Coast Guard.
Coast Guard?
If found, return to the nearest federal lighthouse station.
Well, if it doesn't belong to Ludwig Flush, how did it get here?
Well, I'm going to explain that. First of all, I want to let you know that I don't know anyone by the name of Ludwig Flush. But the portrait. If you must know, there's a hole in that wall. The portrait fit perfectly, so I used it for covering.
Where did you get the portrait?
Where do I get all my interesting pieces? At a garage sale.
Garage sale.
Your entire line of reasoning is absurd.
Wheelchair.